Cloud.
Yeah.
I don't know what's come of that since then. I believe he's still trying to make, like, he's still trying to lab them out, like really get a feel for the neutral of them, because Villager, if you start learning Villager, if it's like the first character you pick up in this game, like he's just such a peculiar playstyle.
Yeah, he's very
that's
different.
hard to translate.
He's very different from every other character in the game. And there's a few characters that you can say that about. You can say that about Duck Hunt, you can say that about Villager, you can say that about Bayonetta. And yeah, Panda's been playing Villager forever, but I still feel like he's at a part in his career, just at this point where if you said, all right, there's money on the line, he's not going to pick not Villager pretty much in any matchup because that's who he's the most confident in.
He's also a confident start here in this game one. He has really just had stage control the majority of this minute that we've been watching this matchup.
Yeah, that was
and
really
even
good.
Sneaking out that slingshot at like the very last frame possible landing just to knock Sheik away once again.
Yeah, he's hit a couple of really good perfect shields into kind of nair combos and smaller things on stage, which has allowed him to get all of this. So he's going to have to continue to play sharp because despite really good power shields and really good reads early, wow. All right, that Vanish wind box, it looked like almost pushed away the bowling ball. He's going to have to stay pretty much perfect to win this matchup. It's just not very easy for Villager.
And she gets the grab and gets the bouncing fish. Not quite enough, though. Villager has been eating his Wheaties. He'll stay alive, and he's just trying to sneak out that Lloyd Rocket as a defensive measure in case Big Mac tried to cross up, but didn't come out quite in time. And oh, Panda almost paid the price there. Up smash looked very close to landing.
Yeah, you're right about that eating his Wheaties comment. Villager, one of the characters, as all the small children do, has an immensely strong back throw. Axe and bowling ball can both kill very early. I don't know what's in that bowling ball to kill as early as it does.
It's like a size 14, dude. It's quite big.
14 triple E.
We got bowling references. You guys stayed up on a Wednesday night for bowling references, but all right, back to the match.
Well,
Trayton.
And they're almost dead even at this point.
1% difference either way until Big Mac just came across with the bouncing fish. Wanted to make sure if that Lloyd Rocket was pulled, he was punished.
I love the way these guys play because it's almost like everything is a haymaker. Both of them play characters that can easily play more passively. Big Mac plays the most aggressive Sheik I've ever seen. Panda probably plays the most aggressive Villager I've ever seen. So when the two of them collide, despite conventional wisdom on the matchup, very different things will happen.
You are right. You see Panda just like kind of closing gaps here versus Sheik, and that might be what costs him some of this extra credit percent is if Villager just tries to make too much happen when he's behind like this. See, look, just needles. That's all he needs. Oh man, if that was any other turnip,
yeah,
stock.
You know, people say that Villagers always get the 3 turnip when they need it. He needed a 2 or a 3 turnip. When you need either, you get the 1. It goes both ways.
As someone who plays, card games, we have that confirmation bias in our minds sometimes where it's like, it feels like you always have the 3, but sometimes that does happen like we saw. That up tilt, very consistent move that will take the stock. Panda, though, is quite behind, 90% in climbing.
Yeah, that up air not quite going to kill because Sheik lost her rage.
Okay, using the Lloyd Rocket to box out those needles. The Lloyd Rocket will eat a couple of hits while it's invincible like that.
That was a cute little maneuver where you got the 3rd jab in, pivoted away, and then threw the axe out. Kind of as a little, like, stall mechanism. Big Mac, playing patient. Had the shield ready.
Big Mac didn't want to overextend looking for maybe a bouncing fish or something out there, knowing he could have lost that stock just as easily as he could have taken it.
Oh, the turnip. Ooh. The turnip again. Oh, but that Vanish. Wow, probably the farthest point on the stage. But Panda staying alive one way or another.
The Vanish was like exactly how Big Mac needed to recover there, is going all the way in because he would have died.
Panda went for it across the board. He said, if you roll, you die. Very, very risky. And yet still, Big Mac unable to really get the kill, any kind of a kill. Really hard to get it confirmed, but that neutral air at 170 is going to do it.
Yeah, just take your time. You've earned this lead for yourself. You don't have to overextend. You don't have to take a risk like Panda did with that bowling ball. And he's saying it there. He's saying, why didn't you roll? That would have been so good.
Yeah, it would have been real good. It would have killed probably exactly. He had the charge up. He had max rage. Sheik at like above 25% could theoretically die in that situation if she rolls.
It's a good example of like how players have to manage risk and reward differently when they're ahead a lot or when they're behind a lot. Big Mac couldn't afford to take a risk like that. Well, he could have afforded to take a risk, but that's an easy way to let Panda climb back into a match if you take too many risks when you're very far ahead. Panda, on the other side, had to take the risk because he just needed to go for some kind of Hail Mary play. The reward was too great, potentially winning a game when you're down 100+%. And the punish was, you know, like a forward throw.
Yeah, fairly minimal. Being able to recognize those situations is part of getting better as a player.
Definitely. So here we are on everyone's favorite stage, Lilac Cruise.
Absolutely.
And Big Mac is, again, just trying to get this pressure on, putting Panda at the ledge, not letting him into any kind of neutral parity.
Oh, wow. Panda not pushing up B on time. Kind of a bad suicide. Big Mac was shaking his head there. He doesn't like to win that way, which is respectable. And you were right. Lilat should be everybody's favorite stage. I know you said it sarcastically / ironically, but Lilat is beautiful and perfect, and you go away.
Panda got his roll there. You see that? He got it. It was perfectly right where he wanted it. Not able to pull the trigger on the bowling ball that time.
Well, now it's gone the other direction, though. Sheik has a lot of percentage, so Villager can kill Sheik with many, many moves. So the risk there, probably not great given the situation when you can kill Sheik with, you know, a back throw or, you know, even an up tilt in about 20%.
But Sheik's going to continue her domination of the stage. She's just holding this ground. Not letting Villager in. Those jabs looked like they were going to be enough, and maybe looking for a shield poke on that bowling ball. Panda really just trying to find any kind of smash attack that'll stick.
Yeah, he keeps going for it all. Pretty much every chance that he gets. Oh, there's the back throw, though. Snap back throw.
Very sneaky. That thing reaches so far.
That was his reactive move to the fact that Lloyd Rocket got stuck on the ledge, which I find very strange. Lilat strikes again.
Oh, and actually not going to be able to reach the ledge. I thought he was going to go for it. Maybe Panda wasn't confident, I'm sorry, in his spacing there. It can be tricky to sweet spot those ledges sometimes. Oh, and using the little dip and elevation there of Lilat to duck under the needles.
Oh, off the
bounce.
stage. That looked good. Sweet little move there from Big Mac, and that's going to get him into Losers Finals.
Oh, well, that was semis.